So welcome everyone. Good to meet with all of you this moment. And today we have a breathwork session. Combine and infuse breathing practices to bring healing, to lift any limitations, to support you in shifting into a quantum reality. And so I would really like to share with you some great topics, life experiences, through all that we have adopted and believed and taken on from the 3D reality. The masculine and feminine has been quite divided, and this it is very clear when you look from the perspective of 3D reality. It is divided, there is conflict, there is separation, there is division, there is pain, because of the differences and these differences, we put on top of it judgments, our ideas of what or how it should be. So the 3D reality, from the 3D perspective, from this person, can be very distorted and very dysfunctional. I mean, we can all pause for a moment and reflect to see the world around us, isn't it? It is exactly how you see it, is the dysfunction of the 3D reality. So this 3D reality holds a mentality, or you could say a mindset, which is of duality, where one sees through the eyes of duality. If even in this moment you reflect just for a moment to acknowledge the constant judgment that is taking place always in the background of judging every moment and labeling every moment, whether it is in alignment with your beliefs, which that would be a yes to the moment, or else it is not what you believe or you stand for. Thus, in that moment, a judgment of no takes place. So we're constantly judging every moment. This person, we like her, this person we don't, and how about this and what that? We're always standing in a position of duality. This duality is only real in the 3D matrix. It is only real in the linear reality, where the full identification with the linear time and with duality is always running as a program. It's a program. It is a program, an old program that is now expiring. It is now expiring. And this has created a big trauma in our life experience, because we have become to identify so much with duality, with what you think is right and what you think is wrong, and how one should have done this and how the other should have acted. Like all of this, within it there is a split of separation, there's a split of division, and we cannot heal this duality from the duality itself. So thus we have to shift our mindset. We have to shift into a quantum reality. This is what is happening right now on this earth. The shift is happening. And the shift is happening where right in front of our own eyes, right down to the 3D reality, we are seeing it all crumble down. We are seeing linear reality crumble down. We are seeing duality crumble down. It is happening. The earth itself, it is already shifted into 4 density. It is the way forward of our evolution. But our mindset, our way of functioning and thinking must shift as well. So for you to be within a unified field, you can't achieve that if you're still identifying with duality. And that is the majority of struggle that is constantly taking place. The quantum shift from linear reality and duality into a quantum reality is a big quantum shift. It's a big leap. And here is where you start accessing 1,000 possibilities, because the quantum field is not linear. The quantum field is non-dual. Thus, when you shift into that non-dual, hundreds of possibilities can happen. It is like shifting from, to bring it into a more easier way of understanding, from shifting to just having one doorway of possibility to move in a rigid next moment's future into becoming a 1,000 doorways available to you in this moment. So the quantum shift is huge, and it is available to everyone just by you shifting your attention and focus. Now, the challenging part is the habitual mentality of that which we have invested in for so long, all these programs, they keep functioning. And these programs, once you hack a program, you realize that is not real. But until you're in it, somehow you justify it and fight for it. And you don't know you're in it, but you're justifying for it. And justifying that it's real, and justifying that I need to hold my position because I believe it, until that program is busted. And then a big opening, a huge opportunity of so many possibilities, they become ever so present to you. Realizing that that program was a limitation of duality, a limitation of linear reality. And this is where exactly we are shifting. We are shifting as a whole, a collective. We're in the midst of this great shift. And this great shift is happening. You know, it's not waiting for anyone, but the more of us tapping into it, this field, this quantum field, the stronger it will become. The stronger and more enhanced that field will become in our present. Thus, more and more seeing how unlimited we are. And thus realizing that living from the 3D perspective and any form of duality is part of it, to step out of it and tap into that higher consciousness, that which is you already. And of course, since this is something quite new, transformative happening on a global scale, we must train and remind ourselves that it's possible. We must go beyond duality, go beyond the limitations and linear reality of functioning from past memories, worrying, and projecting that with fear, anxiety of not knowing what's about to happen, and living in such an unstable reality. And that unstableness that you might experience right now, it is the dismantling of the old programs, of the duality into a unified field, into a quantum reality where anything is possible. Anything is possible. This quantum frequency, you could say it is a quasi-neutral energy. It's a quasi, like a semi-neutral energy. And this is why there are thousands of opportunities and possibilities when you tap into the quantum reality. Because according to your perception, according to where you are shifting your focus, or I'd like to say, where you're investing your creative force, where you're investing your thinking mind into, that reality becomes. So we can't live free, we can't be free if there is a program saying, I am limited, thus a shift of your attention and focus can instantly happen, and you can instantly shift into an unlimited way of perception. So the quantum reality is very flexible. And you see, our minds does not like that. It likes to know everything. It likes to know where it stands. It likes to know what's about to happen, because it thinks that that gives us stability. Well, in reality, you're just only blocking your potential of who you are. So this quantum field, if it's unfamiliar, it might bring instability, not knowing what's the next move is going to be. There's nowhere to clinch upon. There's nothing to hold anymore. It's a constant, very rapid change happening. But that rapid change happening, it's because of this quantum reality that is coming in our presence. So becoming familiar with allowing your creativity to flow through, it becomes a beautiful wonder of life. When you flow through this flexibility, not knowing what the next moment is going to be like, unless you invest in that which is of a higher frequency. So it really allows us to reflect on what we are investing in. So let's come back into this feminine and masculine forces. It is so much in our field that when we speak of masculine and feminine, there is pain, there is separation, there is hurt. Whether it's coming from, from family, from ex-partners, from your past lives. Like all of this has been carried within our field. And we have identified that masculine, feminine in the body form, it's so many people even still run away from meeting someone so deeply or intimately, or afraid of opening their hearts just because of so much pain and suffering, memory of the past. We have kind of got so used to this dualistic reality, and trying to fight for it or stand up for it, it does not work. Because, to bring you an example, you can't make someone happy if you are sad. It doesn't work like that. You can only make someone happy if you're happy. So stop trying to hold a position in any way. You just need to step out of 3D dual reality. Because the 3D reality is an old program. That's how it functions. That's it. It's how it functions. It's a program and it works like that. You can't change that. You can't change that. 3D program is exactly like that. It is linear, and it is dualistic. So if that is still in your reality and you're still bound by hurt and pain and all of this collective trauma that we're carrying, if you want to really heal that, you must yourself shift. You must do the shift. And it's okay if you fall back, it's okay, it doesn't matter, it's fine. But you must again, stand up, remind yourself how powerful you are and how that you can change anything from within you. You can change anything. You can change anything from within you. So this quantum reality is created by observation. What you observe is what you create. That's why it's instant. It becomes, our life is becoming more instant. Whatever we're sometimes thinking, it just comes to us. And then there's also a saying, be careful what you wish for. Because this instance of this quantum reality is present with us. It's becoming much more and more evident and enhanced in our present life. So whatever your observation is, wherever your focus and attention is pointing to, that is the mirroring effect. That is your reality being created by you right here and now. That's why it's time to shift into that greater version of yourself. Also, reality, the quantum reality, is an undivided wholeness. Remember this. It is already undivided. It is already whole. It's already wholeness. And this reality in actuality is a seamless and inseparable wholeness. It is only perceived and judged by your point of view. But if you can flow through this openness in total neutrality, you just walk right into it. You just live through that openness. So it's also very important to understand how seamless it is. And this quantum reality is so close to our consciousness, source consciousness. It's the manifestation of source. And its manifestation is in alignment with source. But it's our choice. It's our choice whether we continue living in the struggle of a 3D program reality, a dualistic reality, or else shifting into a non-dual, vast, expanded truth, which is far beyond these limited programs that none of us truly feel that they are natural. It is not natural for us to be limited. That is not natural. Because deep down inside of you knows that you have that power inside, knows that it can be infused with love and create the beauty that you truly, truly desire, that is in alignment with your highest. It is asking for us to return to balance, make peace, because that you can do. Make peace within you, so that what is held in your field, what is held in your psyche, what is held within the emotional body can be liberated, can be liberated. We do not need to hold these clouds with you. You don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. This is why tapping into your creativity is such an awesome way how you can tap into the quantum reality. So creativity and allowing the flow of creation to flow through you allows you to be inspired and connects you with a higher way to be.